Virgo, hello. We all want to know about the future just a little bit, don't we? So this is a reading for you for the month of April. General reading, take it as it resonates. And obviously, if you want to have a detailed reading or like a personal reading, you can also contact or order that. It's via the link in my description. But for now, we're focusing on a general reading for April. Welcome to my channel. For all of those of you always supporting me, and for those of you coming back, welcome back. My name is Adrian Nelson. I'm going to draw you 3 oracle cards. Then I'm going to draw your tarot, where you currently are, how do you get to where you are, what's coming towards you. We're going to clarify, and then we're going to end off with a direct message from the universe. This one wants to come out, and oh, look at what it says to you for your life, Virgo. It says have confidence. Okay, and confidence is really about having that feeling and knowing within yourself, not so much that you can do anything, at least that's my view of it, not so much that you can do anything and you can do everything, but it is that simple knowing that there's a power in this universe that is greater than you, that has always got your back. And that does want you to succeed in life, that does want you to be happy in this life. And it's about having that faith and that confidence and that knowing that no matter what happens, that you're going to be okay. All right, let's see what the card says. It says, moving forward does not necessarily require to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, or in Source, or in Allah, or in Jehovah, or as I say, it's Source of all. Whatever name you use for that which can't be named, all right, that beautiful Source energy. Along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us, the angels, if your confidence wavers, and we will give you the courage and the faith that you need to go forward. All right. Alrighty, let's see what we've got for you from the Keepers of the Light. What are the Keepers of the Light want to let you know? Beautiful Virgos, for now and for April, whenever you see this video, obviously being the right time for you to see it. I hope that you're doing well. Okie dokie, so look at you. You've got your ruling planet, Mercury, open communication. So this is really speaking, like when I look at this, the theme that I see coming through here is speaking up for yourself. It's really standing in your power. And I think sometimes when you talk about standing in your power, people sort of took this thing and they really ran with it. But it's really about knowing that you are a divine, perfect being, and that you are as deserving as everybody else who's currently on this planet, who's ever been on this planet, and who will ever be on this planet, to live the sort of life that really makes your heart smile. That is your birthright. There's nothing that we need to do to deserve that. Just the simple fact of being born makes you deserving. All right, let's see what it says. So Mercury, open communication, Mercury being your ruling planet. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. All right. And sometimes we do our best to speak up with love, and it's not always sort of like received in that way, which a lot of times has got very little to do with us and very much to do with the other person. But when we come from love, I always believe that we can't go wrong. Okay. Because love is the essence of who we are. Let's see, what is the top card for you? Opening to discovery. So yeah, you are most certainly being encouraged to stand up for yourself, but in a sense of, when we say stand up for yourself, really sort of setting yourself forward and your heart forward to live that beautiful life that you were born to live. Okay. And the key is you. You've always been the key. All right. Okay. Loving yourself, such a powerful thing. Mirror work, I've always promoted. I've got a huge mirror. The whole wall here on my one side is like one big mirror. And when I stepped into place, I was like, oh yeah, this is the home for me, because I can look at this mirror and I can really manifest. I can really speak to my higher self and, heal all parts within myself that still require healing, because as we move forward, there is healing to do in all of us. All right. Okay, so looking at your tarot, let's see, what is your overall energy? The 8 of Wands. I love this. So this is speaking about balance. This is speaking about harmony. This is speaking about aligning up with synchronicity and miracles and all those things, And there's this beautiful saying, some of you may have heard me say it before, but there's this beautiful saying in the book called A Course in Miracles. And it's interesting because the book is called A Course in Miracles. And then it starts off and it says, that miracles are really unimportant. Because what miracles do, we put this very high sort of value on it. But what it simply does, it confirms to us that we are in the flow. That we are sort of meant to be, that is serving us positively, that we are in the flow that is us, all right? In the flow of our actual life purpose, the reason that we were born. So I won't really say that they're unimportant, maybe that's not the exact words that the book uses, but you know, it lets us know that it's a wonderful sort of like way of confirming to us that we are in the right flow. All right. It's not sort of like a favor that God does for some people and doesn't do for other people based on, you know, sort of what mood he kind of, you know, he's into that. All right. Love is equal and fair for all of us. So in your recent past, what brought you to where you currently are? We've got the Moon, we've got the King of Cups and Pentacles. Okay, so that's quite an interesting one. We definitely got to talk about that. And I can't wait to clarify that. And then in your current energy, you've got the Magician, the Sun, and the Devil. So you're really dealing with the big stuff now. And coming towards you in April, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. What I would just like to point out to you is that your overall energy is a minor arcana. There's one major arcana in your recent past and then two minor arcanas, which means, you know, even though it might have felt to you that like things may have been very overwhelming and quite a lot was happening, that was sort of like the smaller details that needed to be fitted in for you where you currently are, because for your current energy with the Magician, the Sun, and the Devil, those are three major arcana cards, which means you are in this period of incredible shift at the moment. Everything is changing for you, you know, and it's changing for the better. And you may be in that space where some days you feel like, baby, I've got it. Like nothing can stop you, not even if they try, you know. And then other days you're like, oh my God, do I even need to breathe right now? So there is a pattern that's going on for you at the moment. And then coming towards you is three minor arcanas in April. So you're actually doing the big work where you are right now, all right? In your recent past, there's a lot of things that would have sort of come to the forefront, family, friends, relationships, jobs, in your, you know, in your personal experience of life, where a lot of times you may have said, oh, it's okay, it's all right, you know, it's not a big worry. Where you really realize now there are certain things that are really sort of like unsettling you. They're not sitting well with you. You know, in the past, there might have been many fights. You may have found out things that maybe people said about you, people did to you, that they held out on you. Really times when, you know, there could have been some backstabbing, some lies, some rumors that were spread about you, some gossip, all sort of things that you found out which have really sort of drained your energy. But those are also a lot of things that you needed to find out in order to move forward, all right? Because sometimes it is a bit of a hurtful thing when it happens, but sometimes we have to find out, you know, who's not really on our side. So as we go forward, we don't really think that those people are like squarely in our corner, and then when we really need them, they sort of bail out on us, all right? So, sorry. So even though that might have not been a very pleasant experience and maybe a lot more emotions than you would have cared to deal with, I see that it also really brought you to a beautiful point where you may have actually realized that some people are your friends, some people that you thought weren't your friends or weren't there for you. I also see a beautiful sort of, let's call it a stabilizing sort of energy that took place over there with emotions, you know. So there were all these emotions all over the place. And then I feel that you got some clarity. You really sort of became the master of your life. And also, maybe not even so much by saying, but more by your actions, making people understand what is acceptable for you in your life, the way that they sort of, you know, communicate with you, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And then also there recently, for many of you, with the Ace of Pentacles, there is divine intervention. So you would have prayed or asked, you know, or maybe even just been like, oh my goodness, like, you know, it's nothing going to happen. However you did it, there is a influx there of monetary energy, manifesting, you know, materialistic energy by divine intervention that came through for you. So you may have inherited some money, or maybe got a raise or some sort of promotion or a bonus, or, you know, maybe an extra job or something like that. But something happened And of course, I'm reading for collective now, but something happened by divine intervention where I feel that you have really stood up to yourself, where you really sort of let people know this is the bar that is set for me by me, and this is what acceptable, and that is what is not acceptable. You may have actually sort of got some beautiful sort of divine intervention coming through there with money, which may have been unexpected, but in the same token, you're like, I did it. Oh yeah, I did it. Okay, yeah. Alrighty, so in your current energy, now here's a reminder for you. Remember that recent past when you manifested that beautiful thing that we just spoke about? You've got the magician energy which let you know, Baba, you've got this. You can manifest anything. You can manifest anything. Think big Oprah voice. I'm not going to make a huge noise because I do actually have neighbors. Sometimes I think I'm the noisy one. But anyway, because something that you don't really need to know, but back in the day I used to train opera, and with opera you really, like, you sort of ground, and then as you sort of ground within the earth, it's a bit of a difficult concept to explain, but it's almost like you allow this voice to come out of you, and when I say organ pipes, I mean, I got some organ pipes, like, I can bring it. Okay. And it's a wonderful way of relaxation as well. Now, I don't know why I'm telling you all of this, but funny enough, when you really train your voice and you really got that voice coming out, it takes a lot of energy from you. And in actual fact, it's a wonderful way if you really want to sort of burn energy and sort of lose weight and things like that. It's a wonderful way. So you will also often see that singers, they normally have, not always, but often, those ones that really like belt out those notes, they're often quite slender because it takes a lot of energy from you. And so back to your reading, because now we got completely off track with me and my passions. You are being told that where you are right now, you can do anything. You have got what it takes to shape your life to whatever it is that you want it to be right now. Not even in April, whenever you watch this, right now, okay? And there's a lot of sort of, there may be a lot of things, and I did see it in your recent past as well, that maybe you weren't speaking about. And so there's a lot of inner child healing that's taken place. And I feel for many of you, you're probably speaking up more than you would have spoken up before. And you're also in the process of letting go of a lot of things that are holding you back, which you may have previously thought were other people or life or those things, and you now see that it was you, and you're really working at releasing those things. Coming towards you in April, now there's that sort of, thinking that you can have sometimes, especially in the middle of the night where the mind just doesn't shut off and you're like, oh my goodness, about this and 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 about this. But it's not really necessary, and I feel that you yourself actually get to quite a turning point in April where you're realizing you're worrying about a lot of things that are never going to come to pass. And I see a beautiful sort of like moving forward in your own life with your own emotions, with your own relationship with yourself is expanding. And again, with work, with a job, what it is that you do, maybe it's just sort of like a project, but very fulfilling. Hard work coming towards you, but fulfilling. Also feel that many of you want to have the hard work, and also financially very rewarding. All right, so coming forward for you in April, for you, Virgo, a little bit of the, the thinking mind, but then sort of speaking to yourself, really. I feel that moment of truth coming about, and really working within yourself. So, and obviously that means that the relationship that you have with yourself expands, and the relationship that you have with others expand. All right, let's look at this Eight of Wands in your current energy, where you currently are. How you got the Devil. You also have the Devil in your current, so you've got the Devil in your overall energy, clarifying, and you also got the Devil in your current energy that we were looking at. All right, so the Devil, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of letting go of a lot of pain, and even some say like childhood pains and things that were holding you back. There's a lot of release from those things that is taking place for you at the moment. So really by doing that, you are actually opening yourself, you are availing yourself for beautiful miracles, and wonderful blessings and things to actually flow into your life. So excellent work. Okay, let's look at that Ace of Pentacles in your recent past. So you got the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Pentacles. Money, 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 money. Yeah, there's a lot of fights that you used to fight. You really lay down those swords, and I feel for a lot of things, for a lot of those things, and I like to see this, for a lot of those things that would have come out in your recent past, you would have actually said to yourself, you may have initially been upset or hurt or angry or things like that, but you're not saying to yourself, do I really want to fight this fight? Do I really want to give my energy to this? You know? And I feel that you didn't, and that sort of, it brought you such a sense of peace, which was amazing, which was so beautiful, which really, really opens the, you know, the coffers of abundance there for you, you know? So really the coffers are opening for you. Wonderful. Emotional stability starts really, you know, started to flow there into your life. Let's look at the Magician in your current energy. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, 4 cards came out. That's all good. The Four of Pentacles, the Magician again, the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So the Magician is clarifying the Magician. Okay. Really letting you know that any new projects that you start, any ideas that you get, they are really divinely guided towards you. And I also feel that you know it in yourself. You've got that epiphany that you know that you can do things. There might be an offer of love that comes towards you, an offer of friendship maybe, or maybe somebody's just sort of friends with you, but you know that they like you, and you sort of like on the fence about this. Do you actually let them into your heart or not? Let's look at the Sun card in your current energy. You've got the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Emperor. That is really incredible because, again, that change of mindset around abundance serving you really, really well. There are the emotions that are still coming through, but I feel that you're really owning those emotions and you're not really letting them, you know, sort of like overrule your life. You know, just for the double Magician that we have there, I just want to draw a card for that. Let's just see. Oh, okay. Come to Oi. Oh my goodness. So you've got the Hanged Man and you've got the Tower. So still in your current energy, it is major arcanas all the way. There's incredible positive shifts taking place for you. And there's also a confirmation from Source that yes, there's a lot that you can create, but there's also a lot that has already been created for you. So, you know, just be patient, it's coming. Clarifying the Devil for you in your current energy. Now remember the previous card that we clarified was the Sun. And in that Sun card, we got the Devil. Currently, we are clarifying the Devil, and the first card that came out was the Sun. Okay, so the Sun, the Eight of Wands again, which is your overall energy, and the Six of Cups. All I can say is that you're heading for really great things, and there's a lot of people that might be, you know, even people close to you that you care about, that try to sort of like get a reaction out of you again, and you're like, no, I'm at peace, I'm not going to do that. Now let's look what's coming towards you in April. So we're clarifying the Nine of Swords, and you've got the King of Wands, the Death card, and the World. Yeah, so you're finding that magic within yourself. You're finding that, you know, I often say to people, you know, obviously I do a lot of work with, you know, wonderful people, and, you know, and I mean, everybody's wonderful and everybody's beautiful and everybody's got infinite potential. But there's a beautiful sort of life purpose, the dream, Oprah calls it the dream that the Creator dreams for you. And you know, this is you aligning with that dream within yourself. And we can only really align with the dream when we've got a certain level of peace within ourselves. And this is what you achieve. So you've got the Death card, which is a release from all of that, you know, previous life, which doesn't serve you positively anymore. It may have before, but it's not anymore. A release from that and a whole new world, a brand new world. Things are just unfolding for you so beautiful. Like when I look at this, I've almost got tears in my eyes. This is how beautiful it is. You know, it is so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Your entire life is just shifting in such a positive direction. Clarifying the Queen of Wands. My goodness. So for the Queen of Wands, we've got the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. To be a Virgo now, or just having a strong Virgo in your chart, which I don't, but I've got many other positive things. I do have strong Mercury in my chart, but from the Gemini side. But you've got the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So yeah, brand new beginnings again, confirmed for you. Brand new beginnings. it's like faith and favor being on your side, you know, but obviously understand, in April, understand also that you are the one that aligns yourself with that, you know. Again, it's not God sort of picking sides. It's you aligning yourself with that beautiful potential, okay? New projects that you're starting, new things that you're starting, new financial abundance, and even more, you know, expanding sort of relationship with others. So if some relationships did fall apart and you're really sort of hurt by that, I also feel that that's coming about. And, you know, love is in the cards for you here. No matter which way I look at it, no matter which way I'm like, love is in the cards here for you. And I think if you let this pass you by, that there might be a sense of, you know, I'm not trying to sort of obviously place your mind, but I do think that if you let this pass you by, that there's a sense of maybe sort of like emptiness that could be, you know, within you. Clarifying finally for you the Queen of Cups in what's coming towards you in April. So you got the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So you're seeing a lot of the things maybe in your life, you know, shortage of finances, shortage of resources, ways that you can do yourself better, you know, maybe education that you need, really committing and applying yourself to something. And things are changing for you. You really, you unlocking your inner power. You really, really are. Sorry about that. That's kind of manky. Sorry. Unlocking your inner power. But we're all family. We're all family. We're all family. And sometimes family members bite their, not their nails, but the little sort of cuticles. As the seasons change, I normally get these cuticles that are coming about. All right, and if that resonates with you, Virgo, you know, take in a nice deep breath and claim that for yourself. Or if you're a cross-watcher or, you know, on the cusp, you know, Virgo, still claim it for yourself if you'd like to claim that for yourself. And yeah, would really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to the video. Oh my goodness, let's draw you one more card. I'm going to take this one that's sticking out here. And so the cards that came out for you, just for a general message from the universe, you got the Lovers and the Page of Cups in reverse. You're like, you know what, this is not the time. This isn't the time for love. I don't have time for love right now. You know, I'm busy with other things, and, you know, I've got to do this, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do that. The universe is letting you know, again, not trying to influence your decisions, but the universe is letting you know that this connection of love that you might be feeling or might have been trying to sort of deny within yourself for a while, it is the very thing that if you can claim that, that even takes you to that sort of next level because you are ready for it. All right. So thank you so much for your time, energy, love, and light. I'll see you next time.